Welcome back to the Leftovers Podcast. I'm here with Dylan Ball.
Wow, that was a great intro. I love that.
Kobe Gokhan.
Are you good, bro? Like, everything alright with you?
And me, Michael Angora. So today we're going to be talking about Thomas. What are we talking? No, I'm joking. Thomas. Today,
Hi.
do you know what we're going to be
What?
talking about today?
Something that does with boards, yes.
It's a hard piece of wood and causes a lot of fun, and it's not what you're thinking of right now.
It's a Ouija board.
It's a Ouija board.
I'm on board.
Nice. I'm pretty bored.
It's a Ouija board. That was a
Pretty
good
bored.
one.
Thanks, bro.
Skateboarding. We're talking about skateboarding, guys.
Hey.
Let's go.
Who started skating first?
Michael started skating first. Don't even know.
Alright.
Start from the beginning.
All right, start from the
dawn of time.
Shoot, my AC is not off.
God.
I mean,
All right.
I had pride skating.
Really?
Like, when I was younger, I just never
Mhm.
thought it was that fun.
I grew up skating, but only like on a cruiser board,
Mm.
local style, surf style. So that was
I only had my sister's
Tic-tacing.
penny board to go on.
My very first skateboard was this, like, my friend gave it to me. It was this, like, really chipped up Pirates of the Caribbean skateboard.
Whoa,
And
that's
it did
sick.
not work good at all.
Walmart board.
wow. Walmart board.
That was
The Kmart
yeah.
boards. When Kmart was a thing.
So
Kmart had everything.
I started when my dad bought a Walmart board. It had X Games print
Humble
on the
beginnings.
yeah,
the
humble
X Games one?
beginnings.
The
Huh?
X Games one?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
the X Games
you
one.
had?
And was it that one's old, dude? It's freaking me and Junji used to use that one board. We would take the board to the top of that parking lot, and it freaking we just sit on it. You know how everybody, like, when you're kids, you just sit on the board and you just
Yeah,
ride it
yeah.
instead of actually riding
Yeah.
it. So, yeah,
Yes.
that's her. And then I guess me and Junji just started getting into skating more, and in 2017, I think, like, I got an actual complete when I went on a vacation back to my grandparents' house in Florida, and I got it from this. Oh my god, I got it from this one was it local skate shop in the mall called Click, Klik, and they're like a local skate shop. So I went there and I bought my first board there, like customized the trucks, wheels, bearings, and board. It was a Kyle Walker board, and I went there last year, and the Click shop is like run down and closing. There's like 2 trucks in there. There's like maybe a couple wheels and like 2 boards, and it was like so sad because like I asked the person, because I was trying to get a new complete because it was around Christmas time, and then the person was like, well, like, we're kind of going out of business. The trucks and stuff are like super expensive because it's all they had left. And then she was like, well, there's a new shop that's been set up, and they're getting a lot of customers and stuff. And I was like, oh, what shop is it? And she was like, oh, it's the new Zoomy store. If you just go down there into I'm like, what?
Gross.
This
Dude.
is why you support your local skate
local
shop.
businesses,
Yeah,
kiddos.
exactly. 'cause
Kiddos.
the freaking skate shop, and when I went there in 2017, it was decked out, dude. It had skateboards everywhere. It had trucks and wheels. Then I went there 2 years later, and it's freaking run down and outran by a freaking
Crazy.
major company like Zoomies. So
Yeah. We have there's nothing wrong with Zoomies as like the
Oh,
store.
no,
It's just
no.
it's just
it's
Zoomies they sell products, but
it's like
just-
Walmart. It's basically it's like yeah, it's Walmart. It's all the
It's just you never-
posers.
yeah,
The posers
Zoomies-
go there.
Yeah,
I actually
Zoomies-
have a funny
not?
story with Zoomies.
Oh,
jeez.
jeez. Oh, jeez.
So this summer during the COVID pandemic, whatever, I was like, I actually had plans this summer, but like that all flew out the window because pandemic or whatever. So I was trying to get a job, so like pick up a couple extra bucks. So I was just applying to places, and then Zoomies actually got back to me and asked if I was down to do a group applicate or a group, what's it called, a group interview. So then I was like, oh sure, bet. So I went like 9 o'clock in the morning to the Zoomy store and had like 15 other kids show up. I'm like, dang.
Wait,
bro.
what was this before? What did we do afterwards? You had
We went to
this.
the beach. No,
Well,
we went to the beach.
We
and
went
then
to
we
the.
skated.
So this was before we went to the beach, like on a huge beach, and this freaking happened.
Yeah, this is like the first time we went to the beach, like during the summer, I think. So, anyways, I'm looking around like scouting the competition,
Yeah.
and I see this
Okay.
kid.
It's a group.
It's like a skateboard, but it's not. It's like a brand new, like right out the freaking box kind of skateboard.
No
I'm like,
scratches on the tail or anything.
no, it was just,
The
like,
wheels
spot-
are clean.
like the wheels had like a little bit of like wear and tear, but that was just probably because he was skateboarding in like the parking lot before we started.
Nice.
So, anyways, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then it got to introductions where we all had to introduce ourselves. So we had to say our name, our age, and like who we do. And sitting out with the skateboard, he's like, "Oh yeah, my name is let's just call him Ryan because like I forget his name. Like, yeah, my name is Ryan, and like I like skateboarding, man." And they're like, all them Zoomies guys like, "Oh, cool, you like skateboarding?" He's like, "Yeah, I just learned how to do a kick." I'm like, "Oh, this isn't gonna go well." And all the Zoomie guys are like, "Oh yeah, cool, whatever." And then he's like, "You want to see?" So then, like we're all standing in a circle. He goes into the middle of the circle, and he puts his board down.
No.
And the second he steps on the board, I'm like, "Oh, this isn't ending well." Now he like falls a bit. He bends down. Let me just say, the board got air, but not in the good kind of air. Like he flung it towards the window, dude.
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember you.
oh, it's not fun.
I remember you telling
Wow.
me this when we went to pick you up. I'm like, you're kidding,
Ah.
dude. You're kidding.
I was disgusted. I didn't even get the job, but like
Yeah,
I'm kidding. That
Yeah.
made my day.
Yeah.
That made my day.
It's a blessing he didn't get the job at Zoomies.
Oh, I'm a poser.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
kidding.
Yeah,
Zoomies is
exactly.
fine. Nothing wrong with Zoomies. It's just
It's just if there's local skate shops to support and you can't,
Yeah.
like if you can't get your board anywhere else but Zoomies, sure, go for it. But like support your local
Support
skate shops,
local,
bro.
yeah. Local skate
yeah.
shop first.
Yeah.
Local skate shop first.
Always support local.
So yeah, I got my first board in 2017, and my cousin Junji got his first board in like somewhere around the same time. I think he got his near like 2016, and I was just riding the Walmart X Games board.
Yeah.
And then we just go to the freaking basketball court and try to ollie all
Yeah.
day.
His board is so messed up.
Dude,
now.
his
Oh my
yeah,
God.
now the wheels are like almost non-existent. I don't know how. And
His
then
tail is non-existent.
the tail is non-existent, dude. It's crazy. So, but yeah, we just spent a long time just riding around and freaking getting used to like standing on it and like popping the tail a little bit. What we called ollies, but they're like rocket ollies, or they like half an inch off the ground. You're like, oh, bro, did you see that, dude? Yeah,
My ollie.
an ollie, bro. And then what about you done?
I grew up for the most part skating in my street because my dad was really liked skating and surfing. So, like, I grew up in a completely different style than Michael. I grew up
Oh yeah,
on gel wheels on a cruiser board that were riding down hills and like turning and weaving and tic-tacking. So it's like I grew up doing that for like the longest time, and then I stopped maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, I still did it a couple, like sometimes whenever I like felt like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll skateboard, then I would do it. But then yeah, it wasn't until
oh, then also like loose trucks too, so you could like
it was like
The
yeah, the trucks were
thick
super
wheels.
loose.
Yeah, loose
Because
trucks.
I would lean. It just all lean, and it was I always just ride down my hill. So like I grew up when I was little. It was just we'd always go on like we always just sit on the board and like went on like bomb hills sitting down. That was my
Yeah.
childhood, and so then that's pretty much the only time I would skate. Like after I stopped like 4 years ago, that's like the only time I would skate would be like if we're going down a hill, sitting down just for fun, like with
Yeah.
like friends or whatever, and that's
Yeah,
the
for
only
sure.
thing I do with the skateboard. And so it wasn't until you and like who is it, or like you and a couple guys started going to skate parks, and I was like, maybe I'll try to get back into skating. And
Oh
then
yeah. Was it
and
me and Matthew that just?
yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
it
I
was
think it
me.
was you and Matthew.
If
And
was
then
it in the first
yeah.
episode we explained the once we all got our license, kind of like
Yeah.
opened up more. So
Yeah.
there's a basketball court by my house. Me, Matthew, and our friend Nathaniel like started skating there, and then once like just skating and just doing ollies, and once we got a driver's license, Dylan got his first and then got mine. We found there's a skate park, AMR skate park, which is like pretty close to where we are, and it's like mostly flat ground, so it's not that intimidating.
Yeah.
So it's mostly flat ground, and there's mostly like kids there too, so we're like not
Yeah.
intimidated. I drove one time like to find skate parks before we found AMR. Me and Matthew drove to Pro City's skate park.
Manana.
Yeah, Manana, and that thing is like, it's a
All
skate
bowl?
park. Yeah, it's
All
all
bowl.
the whole thing is a bowl, and then you have
Yeah.
like ledges and stuff at the bottom of the bowl. But like so like you're always in people's way when they're dropping into the bowl, but you can't even skate any of the ledges because it's in the bowl, and it was so like, oh my god, and we were like, I'm still trash, but like we were barely being able to ollie, and we're like, oh my gosh, dude, I don't. I'm kind of nervous. These guys are good, and like I'm not getting in their way. I'm not trying to, So
But
then,
skateboarding is like great because it's like it's honestly it's such a fun thing. It's intimidating, honestly. I feel like for like people who don't know how to do it, it's intimidating because they
real.
don't want to fall.
Yeah.
Like there are people who talk about it and they're like, I always ask them like, have you ever tried like skateboarding? They're like, no, because I'm too scared to fall, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to fall, and it's like, well, it's just a part of it, but it's like once you figure that out, it's really fun.
yeah,
It's like it's such a fun sport.
just like as soon as you stand on the board, it's already freaking crazy. That's why. Like I bet
Yeah.
you most of the
Yeah, if you
people
don't
have
lean
like
forward, you eat it.
yeah,
If
if you don't lean forward, it's over. Or like people I bet have like tried it before, like just stood on it, like whether it's in like Walmart or something, like just to try it, and it's already like shaky, bro, because that's how everybody starts, it's like
Yeah.
So then, but it's too nerve-wracking to freaking fall, and yeah.
Would you say that skateboarding taught you how to fall?
Oh yeah, skateboarding taught me how to fall because me and Gigi would, bomb hills and stuff, like we would just go down, yeah, and then so you already have that much momentum going forward.
Oh yeah, so you have to just
So when you do fall, you just end up tumbling, and you don't break anything. You just literally roll and like skid, and you don't break anything. You just get bad scrapes, and like it's compared to like, I don't know, going slow on like a ledge if you're trying to get up on a ledge or something, like that one video, Dylan, where I was going kind of slow and my board clipped and it just like hit the ledge.
Ate it.
Yeah, like falling slow. Basically, skateboarding is like more about like just committing and going fast.
Yeah, you have to commit.
Yeah, you have to commit a lot. Yeah, and just lean.
You eat it
forward.
worse when you don't commit.
Exactly. So that's
honestly the ramp the first time.
Obviously, like, the more you eat it, the more you like learn how to take it. But like whatever you call it, I guess like for me, what taught me the most falling wise was judo at 4 years old.
Yeah.
When I took like judo, because judo it's like you get flipped all the time, so you have to learn to like fall with your neck or like with your head tucked and all that kind of stuff, and you just like roll. So it's like that's helped me out the most. But you definitely do learn like how to roll and stuff when you're falling on a skateboard, or like the speed. Like you basically learn your limit. Like if you're like when you're going down a hill, if you're bombing a hill, you're like, okay, I like there's no going back now. So it's either you have to commit or you gotta bail. And
so, that's funny. That's a good way to put it. You just learn your limit. Yeah. Also, like sports also teaches you how to fall correctly. So like Kobe, like football definitely teaches you how to just fall and like it's
like distribute forces.
Just distribute yourself so you don't break anything while on falling or something.
Go with the flow, dude. Very zen. Namaste.
I guess learning how to ollie Learning. Oh,
Learning
the
how to ollie.
yeah,
God.
dude. The learning
That took
process.
forever. Learning how to
Holy.
ollie takes forever.
Learning how to ollie on a skateboard takes forever, guys. It's
Yes.
I guess some kids are like anomalies and they could just it just clicks for them. They
Like
could ollie
Mr.
and
Dylan
kickflip.
over here.
What?
Like Dylan. No, I mean like what you call
Bro,
it.
you know how long it took me to ollie, Kobe? It took me like
Okay,
4
not Ollie, but
dude.
like after.
It took me like 4 months to ollie, dude.
Dude, yeah,
He-
it took me like
like,
6 months to ollie. Cause like so you get the motion down while you're standing still, like in the grass practicing or whatever.
Mhm.
And then you freaking then you have to do it while you're on the move, and it's like a whole different thing while you're on the move. For me I kind of just tried to do it while I was moving more so than like standing still, but then that meant I fell so many times. It was so annoying. Ollieing, like learning tricks on a skateboard is hard, guys. You know, it takes
Mhm.
time.
Yeah. But honestly, it's like if you commit like a lot of time to it, it's fairly like you can get it fairly fast. I think it's an
Mhm.
ollie anyway. You can get it fairly
Yeah.
fast if you just watch some braille skateboarding tutorials.
Oh, yep,
and
yep.
then, and just like commit go like a couple days straight or like multiple days straight, because honestly, like the reason it took me so long, I'm assuming for you too, Michael, is that it's
Yeah.
like you end up skating like once a week, so you're really only ollieing one day, practicing ollieing one day out of the 7 in the 4 months. So it's like
True.
it takes a long
Or
time.
like
for us.
every weekend, because you
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
So like once a week. Yeah. So it took forever. And then so like you would start to get it that day, then you'd wait a week
Wait
and
a
you
week.
lost it all.
exactly.
And it's like, oh my god, you have to relearn and then progress.
You sleep on it too much.
Yeah, you sleep on
That's
it too much.
Sleep on it. That's too
Sometimes,
much sleep.
yeah, dude. Sometimes sleeping on it, like for a
Sleeping on
day, works,
does-
which is insane.
Does wonders. Sleeping on it does wonders.
Which is crazy. Like you would, like almost have it. You would have the motions, but you would never land the trick, and then you sleep, and then you come back the next day, and it's like you
Just
try to
feels
do it
good.
again, and it feels
Yeah.
you just feel better. It's like what?
Feels good.
You sleep on it and just
My very first time standing on a board was the pirate one. And all I
Yeah.
did was just like rock back and forth or like sit on it
The
or like
pirate
paddle
one?
with it. It was just
Hey,
never
paddle.
skateboarding things. Maybe like pushing off of a wall and moving.
ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And then my brother, when he was like moving to another apartment, he was moving out and like he didn't have room for his longboard or anywhere to ride it. So he just gave it to me. And then from then on, I would just always like ride it to my friend's house.
Nice.
And yeah.
So like me and Dylan with skating, we just try to, since it's fun for lots of people, like we think it's fun, so we think other people have fun with it. So
Yeah.
we try to get like a lot of people to at least try it, like help them and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun. Like come on.
And so far, everyone's found it fun.
Yeah.
Everyone
So far,
tried
everyone's
to-
found it
Yeah,
fun.
everyone's. Yeah.
So then, yeah, we're trying to get Thomas to like, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at standing. Oh, he's
Okay.
turning now. You know how he's like turning backside. He's turning backside, I think. And yeah, pretty nice. Oh, Kobe too. Kobe's getting better.
All I can really say is my revert's on point, dog.
Your revert's on point
His
from
revert is
what?
on
From
point.
Fakey,
I'm
right?
just kidding. Huh?
But his manual
From
is
Fakey.
not.
Oh, my manual is garbage. I manualed once and I hit a
Oh,
rock. That just
He
killed.
on manuals.
yeah, sure.
It just killed my confidence. Now I'm like always leaning too far back or like not committing enough.
Still leans back.
Sure. Oh, vert ramps at AMR skate park. That's what I think
Ugh.
I'm gonna
Gross.
talk about. So there's a really tiny vert ramp. It's got to be like, I don't know, what, like 4 feet tall, dude.
Yeah.
The top of the ramp. It has,
3
huh?
feet? That's like 3 feet. I don't know. Something
Yeah,
like that.
3 feet,
3
4
or
feet
4.
high.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's got no coping, and it's just flat, like it's smooth. And that's where me and Dylan at AMR tried to learn how to like step
Yeah.
down and like drop in on a vert. And that
Yes.
thing was, dude, that thing messed me up. Like
Killer. It
was
ripped my shorts the
killer.
first time I tried it.
Oh yeah, it
I
freaking
ate it. I like
Dude.
manual down the whole thing, A manual is like when you're doing a wheelie for people
Yeah.
who don't know what a manual is.
Really.
So I basically just wheelie down the whole ramp and it just slipped out and I
Yeah.
ate it
Slip
hard on my freaking
backwards,
side.
like towards the
Yeah.
ramp, and it just the board
Yeah.
shoots out.
Yep. That
Um,
was not fun.
when I went, it slipped and like, because there's no coping, there's no bar to hold the wheels because it's a tiny ramp.
Yeah.
It's smooth, so you put like your board there and you try to drop in, but it's like all slippery. And my freaking foot lost grip, kind of like what Kobe's did, but I didn't do the split because I like kind of rolled, and like all the skin on my knee gone. It was just gone. It was crazy. It was like an eraser, dude.
So, you know, when I went with Dylan and then I learned how to drop in, he put me on like the pyramid because then at least he had like something to grab onto with the box right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't even grab when you go vert. You can't grab anything.
Yeah.
But
You can
it's
still have like hands. You can have like someone's hand in front of you, and you could like that could help you. But you can't grab any like solid thing like a wall. You can't or like rail. You
You'll
don't
die.
grab it because
well, like it's better than just going straight to the ramp versus like.
yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
But I mean, like on a pyramid, your ramp's not vertical, Kobe. The ramp you want is not vertical. It's
Yeah.
just like a 45. A vertical
Sure.
ramp is like you have to commit. If you
It's like
try to hold something and don't commit,
It's not gonna.
For-
for
you know.
those of you that don't know, like vertical, if you take a circle, like a full pipe, and you cut it into 4 pieces, like a plus sign, take one of those pieces, and the curve of that piece is vert. So you're going like directly, what is that, perpendicular to the ground, and then transitioning to the ground.
yeah.
That's what it is. So then that's why half pipes are literally like a circle cut in half, and then yeah. So dropping it on those is crazy, and then I could drop in on the highest vert now, but the process to get there was wear a helmet.
Oh, Michael can drop in on a lawn chair.
Oh my gosh, I can drop in on a lawn chair, dude. Yeah, we'll explain
get
that
there.
now actually.
Now?
Yeah, Dylan,
What?
dropping
Yeah.
on a lawn chair.
You want me to explain
No,
that?
no.
Like,
Okay, yeah,
you-
you're
you-
right. So
that's your thing.
it was this year, right? That's crazy. It was this year. So this year, there's on social medias, there's rumors in Hawaii of an abandoned skate park in Hawaii. Like if you follow skateboarding accounts and stuff,
Yeah.
like some
It's
local
not
ones.
abandoned. It's just behind an abandoned building. It's just a secret skate park.
It's literally
Like,
a
yeah.
secret. Yeah, it's
'Cause,
so then.
like, it's not abandoned. They're still building. Like they still work on it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just behind an abandoned building, which makes it super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's this thing. There are no directions there. There's nothing on Google Maps. It's like, it's just stuff. Like all you see is videos on Instagram, and you're like, oh crap, that's a cool looking skate park. Like it's in a broken building. It looks freaking cool as crap. And then, but nobody's gonna break it to you because it's meant to keep. You're supposed to keep it like this. You don't want it to go mainstream, like, and have big
Mhm.
companies and stuff go there. Kind of like Zoomies, you know. Like you don't want a mainstream thing happening to it. You want to keep it nice and true to the skateboarding culture.
Yeah.
So me and my one friend Alicia, she was in town, so we're like, okay, we're gonna do something like cool, and we always talk about like, you know, kids going through freaking abandoned
Yeah.
buildings, just messing around, right? We searched up abandoned buildings, and there's like this abandoned buildings on Oahu like tour that was on, like, I don't know, on a website or something, like, oh, all the abandoned places you should see in Hawaii. So we're like, okay, we'll go to the one that's like on the north side of the island, and then we go there, and we there's the abandoned building that is on the website, but on the way there, because we were walking there, we stumble upon an abandoned building, and like I know that from the videos, the colors of the skate park. So I'm like
Yeah.
looking through the abandoned building windows. I'm like, oh crap, this is cool. And then I'm like, those colors seem familiar. There's no way this is it. and like we go through under the fence, and then we go through it, and it's the freaking abandoned skate park. And I'm like, dude, what? This is crazy. This is like the stuff from Instagram videos, from like, this is the stuff of legends, dude. It's like, I found an elven ruin, bro. Like, it's crazy.
On the holy grail, dog.
Right? So yeah, we just explored that, and that was super cool, and that was the discovery of Sheepside Skate Park.
Dude, honestly, that place is breathtaking the first time you go in.
Yeah.
First time you go it blows you away.
Like,
Dude,
you just look up and it's like, oh my god.
Crazy. It's like, cause it's like
Gnarly.
other skate parks are just more industrial. They're more in the city and stuff. This one is like in a broken building, and it's covered by trees, and it's just like, what? It's crazy.
I
Like a
love
foresty
that.
area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forest. Yeah, crazy.
And there's like a bunch of junk around it because it's abandoned. So there's an abandoned area. There's so much junk, but like on the outside. But the park itself is just like
beautiful,
it's like
man.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
I think the
crazy.
graffiti on like the ramp. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that was
Yeah,
dope.
there's so much.
So sick, dude. Yeah, all the graffiti and stuff.
Yeah.
Seemed like they just like what? They just cemented it over like themselves. Like
Yeah,
it,
it's meant to, yeah.
yeah, it's like an abandoned building, but like you could see some of the cracks in the vert, like through in the entrance and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like stuff that they just shoved in and cemented over, so the
cement over.
transition, yeah,
Stacked up and yeah.
yeah, so the transitions are like so sketchy because this stuff was basically like handmade, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, so the last time we went, we had a good like hour in, I'd say, right? An hour or so
And yeah,
before it started raining.
yo,
And it got
Oh my
really
God.
rainy.
freaking
And that's
rainy.
what inspired Michael to pull out one of the
So
chairs that they had.
there's junk. There's
Yeah.
like just random stuff everywhere. And one of the stuff, there's like multiple lawn chairs at the top of the pool, because basically the skate park has no ledges or what's it called, like bars or anything. It's literally two bowls, and we don't know how to skate bowls, so we're just skating at the bottom of the bowls. And it just starts pouring rain, and you can't skate in the rain because your board will get waterlogged. And I just took one of the lawn chairs, and we're like sliding. It's freaking, everything is soaked, and we're just sliding along the bowls and stuff, along the transitions. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm gonna take this chair down one of the ramps, like one of the smoother ones, not the vertical one. And I just took it, and it was like super fun. It was basically like, it was like a slide. And then everybody was chilling with that, messing around with that, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm like bump it up a notch and take this down the freaking vert. And then right, like just to say that I did it. And it was crazy. You guys were like, no, dude, no. And then also Matthew, our friend, has a YouTube channel, and he's like, he has the camera on. I'm like, bro, come on, like, I got
Record
to
it,
now.
yeah.
I got to.
Just to like picture the size, think of the warped wall in American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, but he didn't do it from there.
It was, he did it from the
A
highest
couple
point.
feet shorter.
half the size.
No.
No, he did it from like
Yeah, if you
maybe
cut
like half
the
the size of the warped wall.
maybe if you cut
Yeah.
the
Same-
warped
the same
wall.
build as the warped wall, where it's like vertical into a transition. That's
Yeah.
the same idea.
Warped wall is
Alright,
huge,
alright.
dog.
Maybe if you cut the warped wall in like fourths, maybe
Yeah.
half. Oh no, or thirds. Boom.
It's like 14 feet.
Yeah, 14 feet. So then, yeah, you cut it in half, and
Yeah,
then
like
picture like a kid shirtless in the rain with a helmet on top of
In a
that,
lawn chair.
in a lawn chair,
lawn
about
chair
to
on his
jump.
butt.
Yeah. about to just jump into it. Like you have to, since you can't like slide into it like the other one, you have to like jump into it. So yeah, that happened. It was recording. Matthew was recording.
Yep.
And like,
Jump. Jumped into it on
Yeah.
your back. That was
jumped into it on my back. My girlfriend was there telling me not to, and I was just like, oh my god. Everybody, like, we had like what, 7 people there, dude. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my god, dude. If I like bust my face or something, it's gonna be embarrassing. So I had to like commit. I just jumped. I jumped, and like it was like the chair was like kind of like on my side, and I had to jump and like put it fully sit in it and lean. It's like I jumped, and then I fully sat in the chair and leaned, and I just slid so fast. And when I pretty sure like I got up, pretty sure I hit my elbow and I hit my leg, but I did not feel it because I was like, bro, I was like shaking. I was like, oh my god, that was crazy. Matthew got it on camera. I was like, oh my god,
Adrenaline just got you.
crazy.
Adrenaline got you through that.
Yeah, adrenaline got me through that for sure.
Not one of your smartest decisions, but definitely one of the best decisions.
Yeah, one of the most lit, crazy. And then
Crazy.
after, yeah, so we went to Sheepside like twice, or I've been 3 times. First time when I found it, then I took Dylan the second time, and
Took
how
all
was
of
that,
Second
Dylan?
time, right?
Huh?
It was all of us the second. No, it was all of us the second time.
Yeah.
We all
Oh yeah,
Oh, should I talk about my first time?
yeah. Your first time, bro? That's crazy. Oh yeah, go for it, Kobe.
Wait.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, so basically, I'm just skating at the bottom of the bowl, and what I'm trying to do is just basically go up the ramp regular and come down fakie.
Yeah,
And then so I'm
backwards.
doing that for a couple minutes. So then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. And then there's this one time I go up. I get a little bit too much speed, so I go up where like my board's basically perpendicular with the ground. And then my board just slingshots downwards, and my body just stayed in the same position. So my board took my legs and shot up. So I was basically parallel with the ground. I just fall off my hip.
He got
I was just
He got
body.
bodied, dude.
Witnessing it in real time is so much better.
Ate it
Oh.
so
I
hard.
miss
Literally
it.
went parallel to the ground and smacked.
so I had my arms out to brace my fall, but for some reason my arm just like flailed out. So I just hit my
His
hip
hip.
first
Yep.
onto the concrete. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
He slammed.
He
Slammed.
slammed, dude.
And everyone's like, oh, are you alright? You're right. Like, yeah, I'll just walk it off. I'm like, oh, no, I'm
No,
I
not.
don't think anybody was asking if you were right. They were just all busy
He
laughing.
stayed there for like
True.
2 minutes, bro. Just
I
lying
remember
down. He stayed
that.
there for like 2 minutes. Just lying down. Didn't
Dylan,
even move.
where-
He was just like, oh, and he just
Yeah,
stayed
yeah.
there.
Were
He
we
stayed
weren't
there.
even there. We just hear Thomas say, "Oh!" And then it just
No,
I didn't see it happen. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the same area, but I was facing the other direction. And I just
Mhm.
heard him slam. And Thomas laughed. I turned around. And I
I
see him on
think-
the ground, and I'm like, oh shit.
I was
I think I yelled like, Kobe!
I was in the other bowl and I just hear Thomas yell Kobe, and then like I was like, oh my god, did Kobe get bodied? Because I heard the slam too, and the board. I just hear like, you know, when the board slips out. I'm like, oh my god, dude, Kobe
Oh,
got
that was
bodied.
not fun. I think I ate one more time that day.
You
You did
did
two more times. that
two
day.
more times on the
Two.
same hip, dude.
On the same
Yeah.
hip. Then on the same hip 3 times in the same day. Attempting the same trick
There's
all 3
something
times.
that same trick. Oh my god. See, it's
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that was-
Thomas got the best angle of that because he's like
for
right
sure,
there.
dude.
Yeah.
It's sick.
I was there for
'cause
all of them. actually.
Yeah. I was there for 2 of them.
I was
Oh,
there
yeah.
for one. I saw one, I think.
But
Missing all the action, man.
I didn't see
Yeah.
Thomas's though. Kobe, did you see Thomas's?
Oh,
my
that was
God.
bad.
Oh dang it! Yeah, I missed.
I
Thomas
was
too.
I was just
Sure.
practicing just like, cause like I'm not really good. I was just practicing pushing and turning, and like I was getting the hang of it, and then like actually I was doing pretty good, and I tried to step off because like it didn't feel
The
right,
confidence got you.
and I guess I stepped off and dragged the board a bit, so I tried to
Oh.
correct it, and the correction did not help, and I like pancaked.
You board long. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
crazy.
Dylan, you're next.
What?
You're next,
To
Dylan.
explain
You ate
what?
it.
You ate
I
it?
You ate it that day.
You ate it?
Did
that
I?
day?
It was either you or Michael. Someone like fell off the
I think Dylan ate it.
I think it was Dylan because
I
he was
think
like
it
trying to
was
go
Dylan,
down
too.
and he like slipped or something.
I think it was you too,
I
Dylan.
eat it?
Didn't you get?
I don't know. I didn't get bodied.
It
I
was
didn't.
pretty minor, but
No, no,
I
no.
know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Thomas
yeah.
is talking
It
about.
was it was Dylan. He was trying to
Yeah.
go down on that leafy side and slipped. And then Michael, you were the other one. No, no, no. Matthew had the worst one.
Oh, Matthews is bad. He
I
was
can't
just
remember Matthews. What happened?
Matthew was just trying to walk down the ramp and it was like
Oh
really
my god!
raining.
Oh.
slippery.
He had his
Yeah.
I think he had his GoPro on him. As I
Yeah.
think he has like the footage of that. He was just
No,
trying
no,
to
no.
walk
It wasn't
down
a GoPro.
slowly.
It was like an expensive camera. His
No,
expensive one for his
it
YouTube.
was his GoPro.
Oh, it was? Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
And
think-
he was going
yeah.
down. He slipped. I saw that too. It was so funny. He slipped and like went all the way to the other side of the hole because it was all wet and rainy.
oh my
Oh
god.
He
my God.
slid. I got a picture
Oh.
of him just like in a puddle facing up in the rain.
That
I
was that on the
perfect.
blue side? The
Yeah.
big bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing is smooth. That thing is slick when it's wet. Every time we've gone to ShEEp side, it's
When
raining.
it's dry, it's hot, it's slippery, but once it's wet, it's
Yeah.
over. There's like
It
zero
is-
traction.
Yeah, dude. Every time we go to ShEEp side, it just ends up raining. Like we skate, and then it just ends up raining, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess it's over.
Hey, bad conditions, better memories. Hey,
Oh my, yeah, I guess so. Also,
Sure.
there's
more shits
one.
and giggles.
There's this one transition that I dropped in on because I was like, okay, like I know how to drop in on vert, like so there I'm gonna drop in somewhere in here in this skate park, and there's this one, the most trustworthy looking transition is out of the abandoned. It was out of a broken window, like the ledge of it, and then that had the smoothest transition. It was like I don't know 4 feet. 3 feet. Dylan had an old camcorder so he could like make it look cool. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just like got on the top of that helmet and everything because I'm like, dude, this is all like sketch. It's all like hand smooth cement. That's all makeshift. The makeshift abandoned skate park. It's super sick. It's so sketch. The transition is so like sketchy. And then I dropped in on the first time and it was clean. And then the second time, Dylan wanted to catch it on his old camcorder.
On the old video camera.
I dropped in and then tried to turn on the other side of the bowl. So like, because you drop in, you have speed, and then you reach the other end of the bowl, you go up the bowl, and you turn around. I went up the bowl, turned around, my board just like
His board stopped.
yeah, my board stopped.
His board just stopped, and he ate it, falling forward. He
Freaking
just rolled
ate
out.
it, dude.
He straight ate it, and I caught it all on camera.
Caught it all on camera, dude. It stopped. I freaking fell forward, rolled. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny, dude.
SkateBoard
Yeah.
was hard.
And now we are still learning.
True, I still
Right.
can't kickflip. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The hardest.
Kickflip's
yeah.
the next thing.
Dude, kickflips are the
kickflips.
next thing.
Well, ollie for Kobe if he ever tries to ollie.
Right? Dude, Thomas is
I'll
more
skate.
like down
Mhm.
for that.
Dude, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I say Thomas ollies before Kobe.
Yup.
I'm skilled. I'm skilled.
His hip,
Yeah,
Well,
his
Thomas-
hip, dude.
Just with my competition with Kobe, I'm gonna try my hardest from now on.
Yeah,
Well,
and
'cause-
then he's gonna land it first. and it's
Well, at
like-
least Thomas got strawberry milkshake before me, so like.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
the one-footed.
it's not
strawberry
hard at all.
milkshake. One-footed strawberry milkshake still counts.
It's
Like
lazy to try it out, but like.
all
so, yeah.
progression, all progression's good progression. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. I always like that. Whenever Tony Hawk like goes driving around, and he just sees random people on the side.
Oh.
Like, do a kickflip.
Oh yeah, the video.
and then he gives him a board, right?
Yeah, and he'll
I
give up
forget-
like rewards if you do it. Like,
He did
yeah,
a kickflip. He gave him like a board. I'm like,
it's not Tony
"Eh."
Hawk's thing. That's Barrick's thing. But
Oh.
Tony
Oh,
Hawk
yeah.
had a special episode
True.
Yeah.
where he was the guy that was asked to do a kickflip. But yeah, it's still the new
Sick.
kickflip series is funny. It's so funny. Oh my god. You know, X Games mode. Yeah.
Oh, I I have a story about skateboarding. I won a skateboard from a giveaway on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah, and you
right?
still haven't
Yeah.
used it because you bought
Because
it, so
I
you just
hung
don't
it
want
up.
to use it.
It's,
Yeah, I know.
It's right in front of me, hanging up, all pretty, still wrapped up. Cause I'm not. Okay, so, Braille skateboarding, right? Back when Fetty Potter was on Braille skateboarding, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, Uzi Walker joined the team too. Uzi Walker joined Morningwood Skateboards team.
Yes.
So Morningwood Skateboards is the company, and two people from Braille are on Morningwood Skateboards team, and back when like Fetty was still on Braille, there was a giveaway for Morningwood Skateboards was giving away an 8, or no, it was giving any board, but then I got an 8 because I rode 8 at the time, and I freaking won it. It's a pink camo, the pink camo Morningwood Skateboards. I won it, and I was like, yo, this is crazy, and I hung it up because I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Too precious to him.
It's too precious to me, bro. I can't. And then I got the fresh Kyle Walker one that would probably look insane if I hung it up. But yeah, I'm skating that now, and it's already got all marks. And I'm like, I think Kyle Walker would want me to shred it. So I was like, okay, I'll just right. I'll just shred it up. That's what it's meant
Just
for.
shred it. That's
Mhm.
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, brah.
Who wants to end it, brah?
Later, skaters.
No.
Ah,
All right. We'll see you guys next week for another episode.
That was the Leftovers podcast. Thank you for
Episode 3, dude.
Episode 3.
3 episodes in. Didn't think
3
we'd make it this far.
Dude, wow, 3 episodes in. That's crazy. I have
That's
a lot
crazy.
of editing to do after this episode. But yeah, if you're listening to this on Spotify, congrats. I'm always gonna say that, cause yeah, we're on Spotify.
Congrats, you have Spotify.
We're on
Congrats.
Like those other losers.
Spotify.
Well,
Yeah.
no, we don't discriminate
Okay.
here.
Those
We don't
other
discriminate.
reviews.
We don't
Apple
discriminate.
Podcast. Pff, what is that?
Hey,
We're talking
whatever works for you. Whatever floats your
Spotify.
boat, dog. You're good.
Also, if you're listening to this on YouTube, check it out on Spotify. It's easier to listen to because you can close the app.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
YouTube, you also got like a nice, beautiful listening background.
True.
So maybe just like play both at the same time.
Just play both at the same time. Just start
Yeah,
it
play
at the
both
same time.
That's yes, exactly. Dude. Oh
Exactly.
my god. Well, like if
Let's
you
go.
plan on, if you're having a hard time going to sleep, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
but you need something soothing. Turn on the podcast on YouTube. Just watch that
Watch
background.
that background. And
Yeah,
hear-
and if you miss it,
listening
just
to
watch
our
it again.
soothing
That's
voice.
fine.
just watch it again over and over. Like, yeah, there's no harm to it. I do it when
Manscaped, please.
Manscaped.
Okay.
Please sponsor us, because Thomas is
Hey, yo, Raycon, set us up, bro.
Clearly, we're trying to
Yeah.
get sponsors.
Yeah. 3 episodes in. All right, that was the Leftovers podcast. Thank you for listening, watching.
Listening
you
or
for-
watching, either one.
Thank you for embracing our content that we work so
Thanks for
hard
tuning
on.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see you later, guys.
Later, skaters.
Bye.
Bye.